We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
Nosotros crecemos cuando damos.
We grow when we give.
与えるとき成長する。
We grow when we give.
Welcome to ROG, Return on Generosity, a podcast celebrating generosity at work. Not financial giving, giving valuable time, alternative perspectives, and genuine collaboration.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to ROG Return on Generosity podcast, where we talk about making a more generous, open-hearted world one interaction at a time. I'm your host, Shannon Cassidy. For those of you joining me on YouTube, what do you think of my glasses? Well, I need them to see, and I thought if you're judging me, you're in the right place. The timing of today's topic and episode are timelier than ever with the most recent U.S. presidential election in our rearview mirror. Good day as any to take my own meds, eh? Today's episode is all about a habit that we all have, judging others. And while judging is natural, there are ways to dial it down. So let's talk about how to judge not, or at least not as much. Let's dive in. Step one is to approach with curiosity, not criticism. When we're quick to judge, we're usually assuming a lot about someone else's situation. So imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague is late. Instead of jumping right to, they are so irresponsible, try, I wonder what might have happened this morning. Curiosity leaves room for empathy, while judgment builds walls. Shifting from judgment to curiosity is a powerful way to become more compassionate. Another tool, step two, is so simple and effective. Take a mindful pause. When you notice yourself judging, take a few seconds to breathe and ask, is this helpful? What's really going on here? These quick pauses can be a lifesaver. They also allow you to catch the judgment before it turns into an attitude or action. And sometimes you might even realize that what you're judging in others is actually something you're struggling with yourself. We don't like that one, but it's true. In addition to, is this helpful and what's really going on here, we can ask, what am I guilty of doing that's similar? Like judging, ironically. I judge people, and I judge people who judge people. And if you're like me and really resist the thought of being a hypocrite, let's work harder to judge not. Step three is all about reframing judgments into observations. It sounds subtle, but it makes a world of difference. So say, for example, you think they're so lazy. Try instead reframing as a neutral observation. They seem a little less energetic today. You're simply noticing without adding a heavy label. Observations keep you open while judgments shut the door on empathy. I also believe that judgment is the opposite of leadership. They are diametrically opposed. So those of us aspiring to be generous leaders need to judge not. The last piece, step four, is setting an intention. Choose to be generous in your mindset today. Imagine how you want others to feel around you. Maybe that means starting your day with a simple intention like, today I'll be open-minded and give people the benefit of the doubt. Setting this intention reminds you that kindness and empathy are conscious choices we must make every day. We have many reasons and excuses not to lead generously and to judge. However, we are better than our reasons, excuses, and bad habits. As generous leaders, we judge not. That's from the Bible, if you aren't already familiar. The rest of it says, lest you be judged. None of us want to be judged. We want to be understood, cared for, and loved. So what if we started treating others the way we want to be treated? How might that change the world? So as we wrap today's episode, let's recap. Approach with curiosity instead of judgment. Take mindful pauses when you notice judgments arising and forming. Reframe your thoughts into observations and set an intention to be generous in how you see others. So here's a challenge. For the next 24 hours, try catching yourself each time a judgment arises, replace it with curiosity, and see how that changes your day. Just a small shift can open up space for compassion and understanding. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let's keep making generosity our goal, one thought at a time. I'm Shannon Cassidy, and I'll see you next time on ROG Return on Generosity with our special guest, Rashida Ricketts. Remember, every act of kindness counts. Stay generous, everyone.
Thanks for listening to ROG Return on Generosity podcast. Please help us grow by subscribing and reviewing us on your favorite podcast player. And for more information, visit bridgebetween.com. We grow when we give.
우리는 나누면서 성숙합니다.
We grow when we give.
On rayonne quand on donne.
We grow when we give.